Back in March 2021, Ludwig's Subathon broke the internet. For 31 straight days, viewers watched him sleep, eat, and play games while a timer counted down.
Professional streamer Ludwig over here.
Alright, I've been live for 11 hours. I got 18 more. Alright, I'm a few scuffed minutes.
Eventually reaching over 280,000 subscribers and becoming the most watched event in Twitch history. By 2024, what started as a genuine community experiment has turned into a greedy cash grab machine that's burning out creators and manipulating fans.
That's where my take comes in, where not 67K. That's where my take comes in, saying there's enough money for everybody. There's enough viewership for everybody.
Perhaps it's just karma for what became the internet's most addictive form of legalized gambling. Before diving into the disaster, let's understand what a subathon actually is. The concept seems innocent enough. Streamers set up a countdown timer that extends every time someone subscribes, donates, or gives bits. When the timer hits 0, the stream ends. The format wasn't completely new. Marathon streaming existed long before 2021, with some streamers like GB Hustla streaming for hundreds of days straight. But these were solo endurance tests, not community-driven spectacles. Ludwig's March 14, 2021 Subathon changed everything by making viewers feel like they controlled the outcome through their wallets.
For the first time ever, we are going to do an uncapped Subathon. I have no idea how long this stream will go.
Ludwig Argren started what he thought would be a quick few-day stream in March 2021. 31 days later, after 716 hours of continuous broadcasting, he had completely broken Twitch.
I just broke your record.
The fuck you say to me, you little shit?
His subathon became a cultural phenomenon that attracted mainstream media attention and turned Ludwig into a household name. Ludwig gained 1 million followers during the subathon, going from 1.6 million to 2.6 million followers, a 160% increase in just 4 weeks. But the real magic was in how the community rallied around a shared goal. Viewers felt like they were part of something historic, not just paying to watch someone sleep. One of the things people will remember on Twitch for years to come. Man deserves so much credit for what he accomplished. The success came with a price. Ludwig later revealed the hidden costs: hiring round-the-clock moderators, managing chat toxicity, and the psychological toll of having zero privacy. Ludwig had allegedly paid his Twitch moderators almost $170,000 for their services. After Twitch's cut, taxes, and operational expenses, his actual earnings were far less than the millions viewers assumed he made. But the damage was done. Every content creator saw dollar signs.
How much money was spent by chat? $1.434 million is the final estimate. So this is including like Twitch's cut and all that good stuff. That is how much. And then this is how much money I get. I think that's just mine.
Ludwig's success opened the floodgates in 2022. Suddenly, every major streamer wanted their piece of the subathon pie. The first major copycat came from an unexpected source: the VTuber community. In February 2022, VTuber Ironmouse launched her own 31-day subathon, ending with 171,806 subscribers and becoming the most subscribed female streamer on Twitch. She broke the female subscriber record just 11 days into her stream and became the first English-speaking VTuber to hit 1 million followers on the same day. But here's where things started getting weird. Unlike Ludwig's chaotic, unplanned adventure, Ironmouse's subathon felt more calculated.
It was like a known thing that happens where sometimes the subs will come in, but they won't come in fast enough, so it'll go to 0, but then it'll automatically count the subs. So that happened, so I was like, okay, well, if it happens again, that's it.
She had specific charity goals, scheduled content blocks, and a more professional operation. It worked financially, but something felt different. The organic community feeling that made Ludwig's stream special was replaced by structured sub-manipulation. Some of Ironmouse's tens of thousands of viewers are unhappy with the stream's lack of structure. Even Ludwig himself tried to recapture the magic with Subathon 2.0 on YouTube in November 2022, raising over $300,000.
I'm trying to raise as much money as possible for charity. That's our goal. And our first objective is to raise $10,000.
But lightning rarely strikes twice. The novelty had worn off, and viewers were already becoming skeptical of what looked like obvious money grabs. 2023 marked the turning point when Subathons transformed from community events into pure business ventures. In February 2023, Kai Cenat broke Ludwig's record during his first Mafiathon, reaching 306,621 subscribers. Cenat had been averaging just a few thousand new subs per month in 2022 before gaining traction, then hit a personal record of 55,000 new subs in 1 month thanks to the original Mafiathon. But Cenat's approach was different from his predecessors. Where Ludwig felt like an accidental experiment and Ironmouse had charity goals, Cenat's Mafiathon was pure spectacle. He brought in celebrity guests, orchestrated viral moments, and treated the Subathon like a reality TV show. It worked. But it also showed other creators exactly how to weaponize the format for maximum profit.
It's about taking your own punishment. I'm taking your game, your TV, your phone, your picture. Oh, this is so weird. Yeah, that nigga doesn't even sound like me, bro.
The success stories that spread across social media only told half the truth. What creators didn't share were the dozens of failed Subathon attempts, the streamers who burned out trying to replicate these successes, or the hidden costs that ate into their profits. It's just a way for them to appear online in case people want to give them money. For every Ludwig or Kai Cenat, there are hundreds of smaller creators who stream to empty chat rooms, desperate to catch their own lightning in a bottle. As Subathons became more common throughout 2023, major streamers started speaking out against the trend. Pokemon criticized Subathons as unhealthy, arguing that they manipulate viewers, especially when streamers engage in passive activities like sleeping on stream. There is no way that Subathons are healthy for a human to do. Her concerns weren't about viewer exploitation. She pointed out the obvious psychological manipulation involved in making people pay to watch someone sleep.
I am always a little iffy about Subathons for a myriad of reasons, some including what he's saying. Tactics that some people could consider a little, like, unethical, where you're kind of pretending that you're streaming, but really you're sleeping and doing other things and just pretending to do a Subathon in a sense.
Sakuno expressed similar discomfort, noting that when streamers sleep or reduce engagement, it feels like farming subs, essentially treating their audience like crops to be harvested.
I'm not going to say anything like specific names or anything, but I've seen so many Subathons where they just do a regular stream and then they just sleep for 12 hours, 15 hours a day, and then they're just farming subs the whole time.
Even XQC, known for his marathon streaming sessions, refused to participate in Subathons, citing sleep issues and health risks. The phrase sleep streaming became a dirty word in the streaming community. What started as quirky, intimate moments in Ludwig's original Subathon had devolved into boring time fillers that viewers endured rather than enjoyed. Reddit threads filled with complaints about streamers who seemed more interested in timer extensions than actual entertainment. One Redditor said, "I think the concept of Subathon died first moment people started sleeping on those streams." Another one said, "Personally, I think that letting a Subathon timer run down when you're not creating content is akin to cheating." Behind the impressive revenue numbers lies a darker reality that most creators refuse to discuss. Subathons demand an inhuman level of commitment that goes far beyond normal streaming. Creators face sleep deprivation, extreme stress, and complete loss of privacy as everything becomes potential content.
There is no way Subathons are healthy for a human being to do. And the fact that we are incentivizing it with hundreds of thousands of dollars, major clout, followers, attention, we're like, oh my god, this person has been streaming 3 weeks, poggers. It's like, no, they need to like go see a doctor, very likely. But yeah.
The moderation costs alone can be staggering. Chat needs constant supervision during 24/7 streams, and many creators hire teams of moderators working in shifts. Equipment failures, internet outages, and platform violations become catastrophic risks when your entire month's income depends on staying online continuously.
And I paid each mod 8 to 10,000. It costs 166,000, but this number says 177.
Platform risks multiply during extended streams. Creators can lose everything due to copyright strikes, community guideline violations, or technical issues. Some streamers report spending more on operational costs than they initially expected, turning their dream paydays into expensive lessons about sustainable content creation. 2024 started with Ironmouse setting a new record during her third annual Subathon, reaching over 326,252 subscribers in October and becoming the most subscribed streamer of all time. But by this point, the novelty had completely worn off. Subathons felt less like community events and more like calculated business operations designed to extract maximum revenue from dedicated fan bases. Then came Kai Cenat's Mafiathon 2 in November 2024, which shattered all previous records by reaching 728,535 subscribers, more than doubling his previous peak of 306,621 from 2023.
I ain't gonna lie, chat. He literally put up in the room and he said, "Ew." That was what the f? That was crazy, chat. No cap. And you know why she doing that, bro? Why?
The event saw him gain 22,646 subscribers per day, something previously thought impossible. The stream doubled Ironmouse's recent record and highlighted how subathons had become about breaking previous records rather than creating genuine entertainment. But these record-breaking numbers came with a cost. Estimates suggest Cenat's Mafiathon 2 generated between $734,000 and $1.65 million just from subscriptions, with additional revenue from over 4.2 million bits spent in chat. The focus had shifted entirely from community building to revenue optimization. By 2025, subathons had evolved into sophisticated money extraction operations. Streamers inflated timer multipliers to ridiculous levels, offering multiple minutes per subscription instead of the original seconds. Smaller streamers, desperate to replicate the success of Ludwig and Kai Cenat, pushed themselves to dangerous extremes. They streamed for weeks without proper rest, medical supervision, or basic safety precautions. Then came the tragedy that changed everything. On August 18, 2025, French streamer Raphael Gravin, known as Jean Pormanove, died live on stream during a 298-hour marathon broadcast on Kick. For nearly 13 days straight, viewers had watched him endure months of systematic abuse from co-streamers, physical attacks, verbal humiliation, sleep deprivation, and degrading challenges that his audience paid to witness. The final moments were horrifying. Gravin experienced breathing difficulties before collapsing motionless on camera. The stream continued running as he lay dying, with donation notifications still popping up on screen. The streaming community's reaction was immediate and devastating.
It is shocking that it went on for so long. Like, this was not just like a one-time thing. This was a recurrent gag on their streams.
One ex-user commented, "How sick must people be to even want to watch something like this?" France's digital minister Clara Chavez called it absolutely horrific, directly blaming Kick for failing to moderate dangerous content. Sarah El Hayri, the county's High Commissioner for Children, described the incident as horrifying and demanded stronger platform regulations. Even major streamers who had profited from subathons spoke out. Aiden Ross confirmed that Kick was under heavy investigation, while others questioned how the format had devolved into literal torture entertainment. Co-streamer Safin Hamadi's defense made everything worse, claiming the abuse was consensual performance and that they were paid actors. But the autopsy revealed the truth. Gavin's pre-existing heart and thyroid conditions had been exacerbated by the extreme streaming conditions that viewers had paid to create.
Stop streaming until finishing a game while being woken up constantly by various horrible methods despite his heart problems. Methods were here. Oh my god.
This wasn't just a tragic accident. It was the inevitable conclusion of a format that had weaponized human desperation for entertainment. Jean Pormanove died because Subathons had created a system where audiences paid to watch vulnerable creators destroy themselves, one donation at a time. The Pormanove tragedy drove the final nail into Subathon Streaming's coffin, proving that what started as Ludwig's innocent community experiment had become a digital coliseum where creators performed until death for profit. When the entertainment format literally kills people, it's beyond saving. Subathons are either the future of content creation or legalized exploitation. What do you think? Also, which streamers do you think crossed the line? Tell me in the comments. Also, don't forget to check out my recent video.